Hey everyone, I'm Jenni Knight.
And I'm Ashleigh Holland.
And you're watching
Talk of the Town. Well, it's been an exciting week for Carolina football, so we thought we'd start out by showing you some of the students' reaction to the big game and some highlights from game day.
Check out Man on the Street and Campus Spotlight. What's up, USC? You're here with Man on the Street. I'm Lauren Hoar.
And I'm Taylor Niven. And this week we're outside Long Street Theater asking students about Carolina football.
Let's see what the Gamecock fans had to say.
Beer, and beer.
Lots of water because Columbia is famously hot, so I'd want to drink. I would bring my iPod and play really loud Britney Spears music during the whole tailgate. And I would bring catered Chick-fil-A because everyone loves good Chick-fil-A food.
I would bring the cooler. I would bring some ice, and I would bring some beer.
Beer, food, and friends.
I would date Connor Shaw because he's really cute, especially with the new buzz cut. I'm a big fan.
Davian Clowney, because I think he's going to be rich one day, and I could just live off of that.
I would definitely date Dylan Thompson because I think he's a cutie and he's a sophomore and he's just been doing really well.
I wouldn't take a Carolina cheerleader on a date because it's too much pressure with all those big football guys running around. I couldn't stand up to that.
Well, I think I'd probably bring her flowers at a football game. Maybe bring her on out at halftime, share in front of the whole crowd, down on her knee.
As far as asking out a cheerleader, I don't guess I would. Nothing against them, but they're pretty high up there, I guess, on the the rating scale. There's some definitely fine catches.
I would walk right up to her, compliment her, how pretty she is, and then I'd probably have to use one of the Gamecock pickup lines, such as, how would you like to go home and see my Gamecock?
Yeah, I definitely don't think he's going to score any dates with that kind of pickup line.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work on me. What 3 things would you bring to a Carolina tailgate?
I definitely bring food, some drinks, and all my friends. How about you?
Probably lots of water, some good friends, and of course my Gamecock pride.
Yeah, Gamecock pride is definitely one thing you need at a tailgate. Well, that's it for Man on the Street. I'm Lauren Hoar.
And I'm Taylor Niven. We'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Brittaney Chatman.
And I'm Nicole Bills, and it's game day at USC. Gamecocks will be playing one of the biggest games of the season.
Yes, USC is planning to crush Georgia. We're right here now, right at the Horseshoe. As we prepare for tonight's festivities, ESPN is here to not only host game day, but to have fun with the Gamecocks. So let's have a look.
The whole university's coming together and excited. This is the biggest game in South Carolina's history as far as home games are concerned.
So your first game day experience, how are you enjoying it so far?
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're excited.
It's awesome.
Very excited.
It's going to be wild. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy, especially if Lee Corsa picks Georgia to win. It's going to get angry in here.
Y'all plan on staying out here all night?
Yes, we've been here since 3 o'clock.
Wow. And what time do you think you have to get up in the morning?
We said 5.
I'm looking forward to staying up all night and just hearing Sandstorm at 2:30.
How long have y'all been prepping for this event?
Well, we went last week to Walmart and bought the biggest tent we could find.
Coming up, we're going to talk about music, Widescreen Weekend at the Russell House, and some events around campus. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Daniel and Andy have your music news up next. And then we'll join Sara and Michael for Widescreen Weekend in the Russell House.
And then Lauren and a special guest from SGTV's Capital City Sports will give you all the information about events going on around Columbia.
Take a look.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Daniel.
And we're here to bring you all the music news
for Talk of the Town.
The band Under Oath had decided to call it quits last week after 10 years in the music scene. The band plans to release one final album called Anthology on November 6th. This will include all their old hits as well as 2 new songs. The band also plans to go on a farewell tour starting in 2013.
Mumford & Sons' sophomore album, Babel, debuted at #1 on the Billboard Top 200 charts. This makes it the highest-selling record in 2012. The lead single off the album is entitled I Will Wait.
Taylor Swift released her new title track, Red, from her album last Tuesday. This is the 4th song to hit #1 on iTunes. The album Red will be released on October 22nd.
If you want to hear some live music in Columbia, country singer Eric Church will be at the Colonial Life Arena on November 30th. If country music isn't your thing, then the pop-punk band New Found Glory will be at the New Brooklyn Tavern on December 13th to celebrate the 10th anniversary of their album Sticks and Stones. Tickets are on sale now, so go check them out.
Looking for some music outside of Columbia? Passion Pit will be coming to the Music Farm in Charleston on Friday, October 19th. Also on the same night, the Temper Trap will be going to Center Stage Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. Check out musicfarm.com or centerstage-atlanta.com for ticket information.
This week's featured artist is Cassidy Pope, who was once the lead singer of the band Hey Monday. Early in the year, the band went on a hiatus and Cassidy decided to go on a solo career. Cassidy is currently a contestant on the 3rd season of The Voice, where she resides on Team Blake. If you want to keep up with Cassidy, watch The Voice every Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next time for more music news.
I'm Michael.
I'm Sara.
Together we make Michael, Sara.
And this is your Widescreen Weekend. Showing on October 11th through the 14th at 6 p.m. is Take This Waltz. Margot, a 28-year-old woman, meets Daniel on an airplane ride home where they soon have immediate and intense chemistry. But Margot suppresses her feelings because she is happily married to her husband Lou, a cookbook writer. When Margot learns that Daniel lives across the street from them, the certainty about her domestic life shatters. She and Daniel steal moments throughout the steamy Toronto summer, their sexual attraction heightened by the restraint. Sweltering hot, bright, and colorful like a bowl of fruit, Take This Waltz leads us laughing through the familiar but uncharted question of what long-term relationships do to love and our images of ourselves. Then, showing at 9 p.m. is Seeking a Friend at the End of the World. When a meteor is looming over planet Earth, everybody is in a panic. Threatened with the destruction of their home, 2 people, neighbors, go on a road trip to help Dodge, played by Steve Carell, get the girl that got away after his wife leaves him in a panic. On their journey, the 2 companions experience all kinds of adventures and happenstances that make them contemplate their lives. Filled with emotion, laughter, and impending doom, this movie will leave you thinking about your own life.
Playing the following week at 6 p.m. will be People Like Us. This movie starring Chris Pine follows Sam, a struggling New York trader who is forced to deal with the death of his father. After the funeral, Sam learns he has a long-lost half-sister who his father has left $150,000 to and entrusts Sam to deliver it. Sam must navigate his way through this uncomfortable circumstances of their meeting while dealing with his crumbling personal life in this movie showing at the Russell House on October 25th through the 28th. Following People Like Us at 9 p.m. is Magic Mike. This film follows Mike Lane as he finds guidance in his own path in the world of male stripping. But as most know by now, this movie is not known for its plot. It's made by the cast and the presentation. Starring Channing Tatum, Matthew McConaughey, Alex Pettyfer, and Olivia Munn, this movie features a lot of very good-looking people and not a lot of clothing. So if you're interested in 110 minutes of extremely attractive men taking their clothes off, go see Magic Mike at the Russell House October 25th through the 28th.
If these movies weren't enough, we got some weekday watches for you to check out when you're not at the Russell House Theater.
Keeping up with the star-studded cast of Magic Mike, we came up with 3 of the most famous casts of all time. Starting at number 3 is The Expendables. This movie about a group of mercenaries sent to take out a military dictator assimilates some of the greatest action stars of the last 20 years, including Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Terry Crews, Mickey Rourke, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Bruce Willis. This in no way makes it one of the best movies of all time, but definitely has a top-notch cast.
Coming in at number 2 is a double feature of Ocean's 11. The original version of this film from the 1960s was about robbing Las Vegas casinos featuring the Rat Pack, made up of Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop. The 2001 remake outdoes the original with star power including George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Bernie Mac, Don Cheadle, Elliot Gould, and Angelina Jolie, and only adds to this in its sequels, making it the most star-studded movie franchise in history.
But topping our list for best cast to check out is The Departed. This movie is about a mole in the FBI really working for the mob and an undercover cop hidden in that same organization as they try to outwit each other and discover the other's identity. This film stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, Jack Nicholson, Alec Baldwin, and Martin Sheen. But what makes this movie so good is that they are not just names on a poster. Each plays a unique, pivotal role and does a fantastic job with it. So whether you're looking for something to watch at home or the movie's coming here to the Russell House,
join us next time for Widescreen Weekend.
Hi, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Hunter.
And we're here to bring you the events going around Columbia and campus for SGTV's Talk of the Town. The World of Beer is hosting its very own Oktoberfest on October 19th. The bar does have hundreds of types of beer from all over the world, but that day they're drinking to Deutschland.
All right, on October 23rd, we have the South Carolina Pride Parade. It's going to be from 12 to 7 p.m. You're going to want to meet on Main Street. And to learn more, visit scpride.org. And also, for those of you who come from a country background like me, we've got some hay rides, some pumpkin patches, and some corn mazes going on at the Village at Sandhills, and that is at 900 Clemson Road. And you want to check that out for a down-home good time.
The Free Times is sponsoring a music crawl on Saturday, November 3rd. Live bands will be playing at the Art Bar, Kelly's, and the Flying Saucer. But if you're not into getting sloshed or getting sung to, you can always get spooked at West Columbia Hall of Horrors. It's a haunted tour running through the 25th, and it's in Casey, and you can check out their website for details.
The play Dracula is coming to the Koger Center October 25th and through the 27th, Visit their website for details because the times and prices vary. We also have the State Fair. It's going to be in town. It's the 10th through the 21st, featuring concerts by Jake Owen, the Doobie Brothers, and many more. Check out their website for details. And that's going to do it for events this week. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Lauren.
And remember, stay cocky, Carolina.
And thanks for stopping by.
Coming up, we have fashion and celebrity gossip.
Up next, join Janelle Williams, who shows you how to transition your look into fall with makeup.
And then Daniel Bowen has all your celebrity news from Hollywood.
Hi everyone, I'm Janelle Williams and this is Fashion 411 with Talk of the Town. Today I'm giving you girls a lesson in makeup. Now, since it's fall, a lot of women revert to using browns, blacks, and grays. A lot of neutral colors on their eyes. Well, I want you to know that you can wear color in the fall. This bright purple eyeshadow works on all hair colors, all eye colors, and all skin tones. So take note and you can recreate this look at home. So you might not have a concealer that matches your skin tone completely. So what I do is I mix two different concealers. This is from the Fit Me line that you can get anywhere at any drugstore. These concealers are actually really true to skin tone. So if you find two different colors that you're in between, just mix them together and they'll probably match. So I start off with using a highlighter first. This looks funny at the beginning, but it makes sure that you get rid of any dark colors or purple bags under your eyes. So this is a lighter color concealer that I'm putting on first. And you do not want to overdo this. Less is more. And then mix in your darker concealer color. Now the trick to this is you want to sort of make a triangle under your eye, like this. It will blend into your foundation almost flawlessly. I'm using a mineral foundation because this allows your pores to breathe more as opposed to a liquid foundation or a cream foundation. And buff it into your face. I'm using circular motions. Now that foundation is blended in perfectly, we're going to use an eye primer. I'm using a paint pot from MAC in the color Indian Wood. Putting this right onto your eyelid and bringing it all the way up into the brow bone. Now this is really tricky because this is an eyeshadow pigment. As opposed to pressed eyeshadows, this is very loose. But the great thing about this brand is that it's very highly pigmented. Now I'm going to put a dark brown eyeshadow into the crease. And one thing you'll notice is the eyeshadow primer really makes the eyeshadow stick to your eye. If you didn't use this, these colors would not look as vibrant as they do. Now I'm going to take this black eyeshadow and I'm going to put it into a little triangle in my eye. And it's going to make it look a little bit smokier. Next, you want to use a cream or white eyeshadow and put this right under the brow bone. Now the next thing you want to do is blend it all in. And blending is so important. This is the most important part of your eyeshadow. Because the next thing we're going to do is eyeliner. I have liquid for my top eyeline and then stick for my bottom eyeline. Very easy strokes. Start from the inside corner of the eyeline and then work your way out to the end. You do the opposite for bottom eyeliner. You start at the end of the eye and work your way in. And the final process of the eye is mascara. This just makes your eyelashes thicker. And now for our final step. I'm going to use bronzer and blush. You don't have to put bronzer on before the blush if you don't want to. This just gives it that dramatic look, and I'm all about drama. Okay, so I added some stud earrings, and I put my hair up because I want my eyes to be the focus of my face. So here's how that looks. And if you really want to glam it up, add glasses. Now you look sophisticated, smart, and sassy. Stay gorgeous.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel Bowen, here with a quick celebrity gossip update, and I'm joined today by some of my favorite celebrities, like Ashton Kutcher's new girlfriend, Mila Kunis, who has recently been named the sexiest woman alive by Esquire magazine. And if you listen closely, off in the distance, you can hear the sounds of Demi Moore sobbing over a pint of ice cream and injecting herself with more Botox. And now for some more gross imagery, the Hulk Hogan sex tape is leaked, and he is threatening to sue any websites that post footage of it. And I am threatening to sue him for the vomit all over my keyboard. And last but not least, we have my favorite story this week, the feud between new American Idol judges Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey. Now, I'm personally on team they're both ridiculous human beings, and it's probably just some big publicity stunt, but I don't care because it's working and I'm loving it. These two are the biggest divas this show has had since Justin Guarini, so I'll be tuning in each and every week to see this hot mess unfold. But until then, go follow me on Twitter under @DanielGossip. Be on the lookout for my new talk show, Talk on the Rocks, coming later this month. And as always, tune in for more Talk of the Town for more celebrity updates.
So thanks for watching this week's episode of Talk of the Town. Be sure to stay tuned in 2 weeks for our favorite episode of the year, Halloween. Have a happy fall break.